Hey, this is Rob with Pew Pews and Prayers. We're here at the range. It is cold and foggy, but we're having a range day today. We're out here with our Solus, Aero Precision Solus rifle that we re-barreled with an Outlier 308 barrel. It's a 26-inch barrel with a 1 in 8 twist. And so we're going to take some shots with it today, give you our first impressions of the barrel. I just sighted it in, and we're going to shoot some groups. We've got some Norma match ammo that we're going to try, and then I've got a couple of reloads that we're going to try also, just see how this thing shoots. So far it likes this stuff, but we'll shoot a group here, see officially what it kind of groups like. And we happen to be next to this really cool guy who has a 9mm Gatling gun, so we'll show that to you too. So if you hear a bunch of rapid fire, that's what that is. All right, let's go ahead and do some shooting. We've got the camera on, right? Alright, I'm going to shoot at the top left target. Top left. Good bullseye.
Would you film this for me? What? Could you film this for me?
Yeah, probably.
Are you doing something with right now or what?
No, it's just recording, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it back far enough.
Nice.
There you go. Old people. The whole thing in the shop. The gun?
Yeah.
Like from back there, kind of? I don't know how much I'll be in the way.
That might have been me.
Am I okay here?
Yeah.
Just say when. Thanks.
Yeah.
I thought that Matt drum was.
There you go, 5 shots with the Norma
Thank you.
match. We'll go ahead and load up some of our reloads and see how they shoot. All right, so we're gonna shoot some reloads. They're 168 grains here, Match Kings. And so yeah, we're gonna also be testing velocities. I can share that with you later when we get back to the house so it's not so freezing cold. These ones were at a average speed of 2600 roughly, like it was 2603 I think, and the SD was like, I think it was 15 if I remember correctly, so not terrible. And that was with 15 shots too, so sighting in the rifle and then shooting the group that we did. So it's only had 15 shots through the barrel. That's all it's had is 15 shots of this. And now we're gonna do 5-shot group with these 168 grain Sierra Match Kings. Lost my target. There it is. Here, we're gonna do the top right. it shot. It shot right on the right side, so I'm gonna hold on the bottom left corner of that white square. A good old Gatling gun. And we'll add another round in here so we can get 5 in a group. So all right. Interesting. Try that again. Wow. It hates those. Like, with a passion. Well, no sense wasting any more of that ammo. Let's not do any more of those. We'll try some 175 grain reloads and see how it likes. Probably the 1 in 8 twist is why it is not liking these at all. Okay, so we've got our 175 grain Sierra Match King reloads. So same bullet as these, but reloaded. So we'll see how it likes these. We're gonna shoot at the bottom left, bottom left target. That's weird. There we go. Did I do that? That was such an amazing group. I'm gonna shoot another one. Man alive. Well, it certainly likes these. That is incredible. 4 of those are in one hole. That is amazing. See that group? You can't see the group?
It's covered by the button.
Oh. Alright. Well, that is really awesome. Let's go ahead and shoot 4 more. We'll do a 10-round group. Oh man, our numbers are looking good too. We've got 2750 for our speed, so cooking a bit faster than these guys. And on top of it, we've got an SD with 6 shots of 9.8, which is fabulous. Is that it? Yep. Wow. That is amazing. Got a 10-shot group that measures probably 3/4 of an inch, and then looks like 8 out of the 10 are in a 1/2 inch group. That is outstanding. We've got a average speed for 10 shots of 27.52. Looks like our extreme spread was only 26, which isn't bad. And then we have an SD of 9.6 for 10 shots. That's great. Super happy with that. And yeah, I think this barrel's thick enough that our chronograph is not affecting the group size at all. Because I don't see how it could with how big this barrel is, but it does on other rifles. So, but it seems to be just fine on this one. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. All right, well, we were about to leave. I told you about that 9mm Gatling gun. Well, this is Mark right here, and he has offered to let me shoot it. So I'm super stoked, and we're gonna shoot this down here at the berm. So you just rotate it, right?
Crank her forward. It'll usually click 4 times, and then it'll put one in the chamber.
All right. Very cool. Well, that is really awesome, man. That is so cool. It's surprisingly accurate, actually. I mean, you're shooting out there at 100 yards, and it's definitely grouping.
Well, it's all out of the same number, like 4 o'clock barrel.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So
but the barrels are not regulated, right. Obviously.
Yeah, so there's some variation there, but it's shooting from the same point each time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's moving around a lot because it's not on a tripod or anything. So,
right.
It's kind of spraying,
Yeah. Oh, that is super cool. Thank you so much.
Does your son want to try one?
Yeah, you want to try one? All right, here we go. Nathaniel's gonna try out the old Gatling gun here.
There you go. If you want to crank it real fast, just kind of get on the side of it. If you want to practice, you can see what it feels like before you shoot it.
Yeah, it took a minute to like understand the feel of it.
Okay. Push her down flat and give her a little click. There you go.
Alrighty. Go for it. That is super fun, isn't it? That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, Mark.
Ah, you're welcome.
Great to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're back here at the house after our shooting. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the rifle, the barrel swap that we did, and then we'll share with you our group sizes. So this is an Aero Precision Solus rifle. I bought the barreled action, and then I bought their chassis and put it all together. You can buy them completely put together, but at the time they had a really good deal on the barreled action. I got the barreled action for like something like, I think it was like $800 for the barreled action. And they sell like the actions themselves for like $900, somewhere around there. So it was a really good deal for the barreled action. So I got that. And then I waited until the chassis came on sale, and I got it for like $650. They normally run around $900. And then I put it all together. I put the same trigger that the full rifle comes with in there. It's a Trigger Tech trigger, not the diamond, but the one below that, which is a great trigger. It breaks at 1.5 pounds, and it's really crisp and doesn't have any over travel. It's a nice trigger. So I'll talk a little bit about I'll talk about the chassis first, and then we'll talk about the action, and then I'll talk about barrels. So the chassis is fully adjustable in both length of pull and comb height, which is nice, and it's toolless. You just twist these and move it and then tighten them down. Has a nice vertical grip. These are AR style grips, so you can change it up for any grip you want. Has the normal Remington 700 trigger and safety. It's a Remington 700, not clone, because it's not at all like a Remington 700, but it's got a Remington 700 footprint. So that's nice. But the chassis, it takes AICS magazines, so I just have the Magpul ones, but you can get any kind of AICS magazine you want and use them in here. This is the 15-inch version for the forend. It's all one solid piece. The forends don't come off like other types of chassis where you can change them out. So if you order it this way, this is the way it comes. It also does not have a folding stock, which to my knowledge, they still have not come out with a folding version. And I would think that would be a smart thing to do. But for whatever reason, they haven't done that. But it's got a full Arca rail here on the bottom. It has M-LOK slots on the sides. And QD cup connections everywhere, both on the forend and also on the buttstock. So lots of really cool features. I just have a fairly inexpensive bipod on here. That's the one thing on this gun that does need to be upgraded, is the bipod. It works okay, but this gun now weighs 18.5 pounds with this new Outlier barrel, and it definitely doesn't hold super steady like a more expensive bipod would. So I'd like to change that eventually. Let's talk a little bit about the action. Like I mentioned, it's got a Remington 700 footprint, so you can put it in any Remington 700 chassis or stock. I have read that certain stocks that aren't like like a chassis where they tend to be more open, you might have to do a little inletting, not for the footprint, but for the sides. So just something to be aware of. It may not go in everything super easy. It's got a 60-degree bolt throw, 3-leg design. It has interchangeable bolt heads, so you can change this out for a 22, or not a 22, a 223 bolt face, or you could. This has, of course, a 308 bolt face on it, being that it's chambered in 308 Winchester, and you can also get Magnum bolt faces for it to do 6.5 PRC. So that way you can truly run any cartridge just about in a short action with this bolt. You just change out the bolt faces and change calibers. Has a integrated 20 MOA rail in the action, which is super nice. The actions are also pretty smooth. They're nice. What else can I say? Has the bolt release right here on the side, although in order to take the bolt out, you've got to take the cheek riser off, so we're not going to do that right now. But the release is right back here. On top here, I have a Bushnell Elite Tactical DMR scope. This is like the elite scopes within the Bushnell brand. It's a MRAD scope with a 3.5 to 21 zoom range, 50 millimeter objective tube, or objective lens. Has a 34 millimeter tube. Like I said, it's a mil scope. Has nice audible turrets, good zero stop. It has lockable windage, which is nice, so it locks here, but then you can move it like so and then relock it when you're on 0 or wherever you wanted to lock it at. Has your side parallax, goes down to 75 yards, so not as low as some of these ones that are out now where they go down quite a ways, but it has numbering all the way up to 700 yards, which is not common in some of the lower end optics out there, and then of course to infinity. What I will say is that the parallax is right on. I have some Arkans, in one of my Arkans in particular, it's one of the kind of mid-range Arkans, and the parallax is off on it. I mean, it still focuses, but just not at the right number, you know. So this parallax is great, works really well. Has a Christmas tree style reticle in it. Great scope. Been very, very happy with this scope. Got some Leopold Mark IV rings on here. And then what we did is we changed out the barrel, because like I said, I bought it as a barreled action with this barrel. This is a M24 Contour 308 barrel, 20 inches long, and I thought I thought it would shoot really good. I have this rifle in a 6.5 Creedmoor, and it shoots really good. This barrel did not shoot great. It shot okay. It did shoot sub MOA, but just barely, like right around 0.9. My best groups were 0.7. So it never shot really, really good. So I was a little bummed about that, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and try out one of these Outlier barrels. So that's what we have on here now. We took this one off, put this one on, and it is a 1 in 8 twist, where this is a 1 in 10. So we got a little faster twist. One of the ways that Outlier obviously keeps their cost down is by having every barrel within a certain caliber range having the same twist. So if any 308 caliber barrel that you order from them is going to have a 1-8 twist, whether it's a 300 PRC or a 308 Winchester, and they only offer 3. They offer 300 PRC, 300 Win Mag, and 308 Winchester. So you just order what you want it chambered for. Obviously, I wanted 308. They come threaded at the muzzle, so we put a muzzle brake on there. This is the straight, as you can see, no taper to this whatsoever, just straight barrel, 1 1/4 inch thick. They use a barrel nut to set the headspace. And yeah, so we put this on there. It took me like not very long. It's a pretty easy procedure as long as you have the right tools. So I bought a barrel vise. I bought the appropriate action wrench for my action, and I bought go and no-go gauges for the head spacing, and we put it on. Not very difficult. So we shot really only 2 ammunitions. We shot the Norma match, which is what we sighted it in with, and then we shot a 5-shot group, and that 5-shot group right up here came in measuring at 0.86, so pretty decent, but again, not amazing, but decent. But that was like in the same realm as what this barrel did. However, we then shot a 10-shot group below that, right here, with some reloaded ammunition. And that group, all 10 shots, came in right at, what do I write here? Yep, 0.8. So all 10 came in at 0.8, which for a 10-shot group is quite good. And 7 of those are in 0.35. So you've got 7 shots right here that my finger can cover up. 7 shots in 0.35. So that's outstanding. That is really, really good. And every shot that's come out of this gun is on this target, out of this barrel. So these are all the shots that have been fired out of it so far. We had done, like, I think 10 shots prior to that max to get it sighted in. And then we shot those for groups. So brand new barrel, no break-in, that's what it shot. So that's outstanding. I'm super happy. And if you know anything about these Outlier barrels, they're not very expensive. The fit and finish on them leaves something to be desired. They've got kind of this zippery finish to them. They're not smooth. Like, this barrel is much nicer looking. But this one outperforms it for sure. So very happy with it. It definitely did what I wanted it to do. It also gave me some weight, which I was pretty excited about. Made it way easier to stay on target with the added weight. With 308 having a little bit of recoil, definitely calms that down quite a bit. So really happy about it. We'll do some more shooting with it, and probably do some further videos in the future with it. But yeah, that's my thoughts. If you have any comments, thoughts, anything, please make sure to comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. Know what you think about, maybe you have an Outlier. Would love to know what your experience has been with your Outlier barrels. And also anything that you think might be really cool to try with it, being that it's a 1-8 twist. I do have some really high BC 200 grain Sierra Match King bullets that I'm thinking about loading up for this and seeing how it does, because they require a minimum of a 1-9 twist, and they actually would not stabilize in my 1-9 twist 300 Win Mag. And so I'm very curious to see if they will stabilize in the 1-8 308. So we'll see. Until next time, shoot straight and let the word of God guide you.